저희들이 자작할라 주바다 대표 바탕지 들이 사제 저송지 낭나 주습지 사제 탐지 세비 바이저에 송을 들이 상태지 오마가 조반부 다시들이
Tashidele to all who are joining on the live streaming and who are in person, here in person. And I offer you the the milk of 4 immeasurables which occurs from the 3 times of Buddhas. Tashidele.
Before we begin today's practice, we report the number of people who have died in the major conflicts in the world. So in the Israel-Palestinian conflict, an estimated 35 to 36,000 Palestinians have died, and approximately 1,500 Israelis have died. In the Ukrainian and Russian conflict, approximately 532,000 Russians have died, and 304,000 Ukrainians have died. And the estimated amount of worldwide COVID deaths is 7,051,000. And please keep all of these people in your prayers as we proceed with the practice, beginning with the yellow prayer book, opening prayers on page 1.
Norba dan dan jen jen ba bar de jo bar je ba dan je je zo je ba ma nang ga dan ya ba san je dan je de wa dan de dong dan ra nyor da la na me ba Yang da bar zo ba jan jo ram ba je do bar ja.
All mothers, sentient beings, limitless us, space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment.
Oi de je do sai ma je je bar de leng ai san ge wa lai go ma je bar de leng ai san ge wa lai go de de na san de nya ma san da san je bar de leng ai
For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Oi jan jo nyen bon je je ba san je na la ja sun je je da shan jo san ba ye zo la an de jen ja sun je je da ngon je de je je jan jo to ne je ba da John Joseph Lai Bai Lai De Da Ren Yen Ne Bai Dar De Yen Ro Lai Ben Dan Da John Joseph Ne Je 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 De Yen Da Na La Ba Lang Ren Bai Yen Da La Bai Je Wo
I I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Dong me be dewa da mian zha wa zhu ji nie ren jia da nie dan zha da nie lai ne ba zhu ji.
May all mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Now we'll go to the Arya Tara Sadhana, page 1.
Namo Sanje Jezo Geng Jon De Mar Nan Zhuo Jan Je Jan Je Sen Je Do Namo Sanje Jezo Geng Jon De Mar Dan Zhuo Jan Je Jan Je Sen Je Do.
Namo, in the Mother Victress, the embodiment of all the Buddhas, Dharma, and Sangha, I and all beings take refuge and give rise to bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment.
Sarva Dharma Soba Vajita Vai Ren No Da Dorman Do Yon Ren Jo Jo Ne Xia Len Jo Jo Bor Ngo No San Bon La Ban De Zhe Ba Re Ba Dang Gen Za. Sarve do ge wei jo jun zhe be song ge jo me jo ba zra rai ja rai ja. 老杨我个小姐先得着。全天天马家是经常觉，个别相子只那三全部的下个吧，也让着东国大小个将就见不我。昨夜让等着个的些。当我跟着人民大娘学，当不我来，你要面前不长见过真的人间间，将把那我真文字。第二人间这三百的我当月望着。多年前养家，让你也想过了个三在，家人就见用白白干在，小孙就种身边无安保，人间见。大姐见我见我把你送阿黄。多个大月个了这边，后面那广场往哪街，见着你没往个街道上。早晚白我被这个的什么呀？是也我把这二根把灯不棒的棒，阿罗刚刚的门那位的，下到把的做。老面就本节，小节本莫老对的，旁把个来装在马用了香子多。将年的没多问过了个，第二单也有往外跑，让我这些没到在俺的再觉一个，能这觉个我见过的有些那多。得等在万人间就多久，可怜些人没就算了有三节也，家嘛也大也过了我在个是满天江。见个中这乐高兴这个。满山半山的感谢我家来也在边多结就我把什么的事也说我把什么的事也说我 Om Bazama de Jiraya Zova, 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 Om Baza Zenraya 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 Zova. On dare dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. On dare mama yen jana boye burden guru so. re ma ma yen jana bo ye bo ren go ro so ngo da re de re ma ma yen jana bo ye bo ren go ro so da re de re ma ma yen jana bo ye bo ren go ro so do le ren jana de dor ma ne do yo ngoi de jo de mar bo mar de la me ge ze jar de je de jen da ro gun ze ben zo men ran bun zoi ge be jen na do we de bar we de jo de ma zen be se jian bai ya jie jian de jia yan jiu jian da yuan be bar da ren jian jian jie wo ban ne song a huang to we dan le wen zhe o mian ne gong zha jian zha nian ne dan bai jiu ma jar wa se me che de do jian rai na ze jie do jie gong lai xia wa ya da ran ba za sa ma yan za de rai jo be ze cha na sa wa de go na jo yo ja se me do ge ma me zhe ja ya ze ro do yo na nga ja ze da da me ban jo gong san ge jo zhe jian zong ban zong jiu wang Arya da re sa ba re wa re ar gam ba dam bo bam de bam a lo gam gan de ne ve den sha da ba de za so ha sa bar je ren na men ga la ben za hu zhe ra len xie len zhang guo yo jie Lai ne don sai me je na je Dai be zoi dai ma zoi nge bo gan da le lan de Chon de ma bo ra na man ra la ben za man ga la sa je be je jo je me do zham Ra ra len je nye de jian ban de San jie xian lai me de pe wa yin zhou gai nan de xian de zhu bar yu.
Exalted Mother Tara and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas abiding in the 10 directions and 3 times, I prostrate to you with complete sincerity. I offer real and imagined flowers, incense, oil, lamps, fragrance, food, music, and the like, gathering of the Exalted Mother. Please accept them. I confess the 10 non-virtues, the 5 grave acts with immediate result, and every misdeed of the mind controlled by afflictions from beginningless time until now. I rejoice in the merit of all virtues accumulated in the 3 times by the hearers, solitary realizers, bodhisattvas, ordinary beings, and the like. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater, lesser, and common vehicles according to the dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings. Until samsara is empty, please do not enter nirvana, but gaze with compassion upon sentient beings drowning in an ocean of pain. May all the merit I have amassed become the cause of awakening, and may I soon become a glorious guide of transient beings.
Sarva Dharma Soba Vajidam Ranjana Dharma Desaje Aman Bala Panjur Jenze So
Homage to the 21 Taras. Om, I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage, Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of 3 worlds, tear-born lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as 1,000-star collection. Homage, golden blue one lotus, water-born and hand adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage, crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors' children, having reached every perfection. Homage, filling with tutate, whom desire direction and space, trampling with her feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage, worshipped by the all-lords, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, Maru, honored by the hosts of spirits, corpse raisers, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her tre and pe sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right and blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to a very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorn her with 3 jewel mudra. Light ray masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her. Homage, she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful, laughing with tutate, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage, she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage, crown adorned with crescent, moon all ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage, she mid wreath ablaze like unending fire abiding. Right stretched left bent choice surrounds you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage, she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with Om and Swaha, destroyer of the great evil. Homage, she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder. Freeze with home and knowledge mantras, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to a with seed letter of the shape of syllable home. By foot stamping shakes the 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vidya. Homage holding in her hand the hair-marked moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara and Pe, totally dispelling poison. Homage, she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor. Armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage, she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and 2 Tare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, destroys hosts of spirits, yakshas, and raise corpses supreme Ture. These praises with the root mantras and prostrations thus are 21. Benefits of the 21 Tara praises. To one who has true devotion to the goddess, a wise person who recites this prayer with faith, who remembers her in the evening and upon arising at dawn, absolute fearlessness will be bestowed. All misdeeds will be pacified and all lower realms utterly conquered, and one will be empowered quickly by 70 million Buddhas. Attaining greatness by this practice, one will arrive at the ultimate state of Buddhahood. By remembering her, even the virulent poison of plants or meat that have been eaten or drunk will be utterly expelled. This prayer completely eliminates the torment of afflictions, of negative forces, epidemics, and poisons, even when recited on behalf of others. I'm reciting it clearly twice, thrice, or 7 times. Those who want children will have a child, and those who desire wealth will attain it. All of one's wishes will be fulfilled, all obstacles will cease, and every hindrance will be destroyed. Noble Arya Tara, through your compassion, the obscurations of myself and all beings are cleansed, and the 2 accumulations are completed. In every lifetime, may unfavorable conditions arising from the 8 or 10 fears be pacified, and may Dharma practice, activities, and wealth increase. May all beings be liberated from danger and attain Buddhahood like you. While you chant the mantra, prepare your burning away affliction text. We'll be following the blue writing for the dead, beginning on page 2. The vase is a self-born vast palace inside which appear the deities, supremely clear like planets and stars reflected in a limpid lake. Light streams forth from its life force, seed, and mantra, winds around the mantra thread, and dissolves into the vase deities' hearts. From their bodies flows pristine nectar, merging indivisibly with the waters of the vase. The deities melt into wisdom nectar, merging inseparably into one with the vase water.
Sovan de so Lama Rinpoche Dong Wei Ambo Do Zhen Jian Jie 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 Karme Na La Re Sa Che Le Me Do Ye Ye Me Je Ba
I pray to you, precious Guru, kind Lord of Dharma. I call you with longing. Unfortunate ones have no hope but you. Grant your blessings that our minds merge indivisibly.
Sarva Dharma Soba Vajeda Hama Dombe Ngale Meye Dambo Tele Jamba Yonsa Jerbale Tele Deba Jejave Ponga Jenje Yonsa Zoba Sombe Dedar Sarva Gonjo Sonda Jangchok La La Jazun Roshembar.
From the state of emptiness appears your initial adorned with a bindu. It transforms into you, referred to as the one past, appearing with the complete aggregates, elements, and sense sources just as when alive, taking refuge in the three jewels and the deities of the mandala.
Maron lo barden ba ya lo je ze la ma nye ba ya dan den sen je ne den ge ne jo dan ban de la dan lo bo je nga re ge je ye je de jo je.
Bottom of page 4. Oh, listen, child of noble family, now past, the life you cared for has now come to its end. You have gone to a place beyond the 5 aggregates, a city of illusion. Wherever you are born in the 6 realms, all samsaric states lack happiness. Especially in the 3 miserable states of existence, the suffering is inconceivable. Therefore, listen, child of noble family, do not attach to this samsaric world. Resist the tempting calls of evil forces that will lead you astray. With mind directed on the Yidam single-pointedly to this supreme place and the holy presence of the Master and Deity, come instantly. Namo, by the power of the truth of the infinite hosts of 3 roots and the power of the deities Matra, Mudra, and Samadhi, wherever your consciousness abides, child past you are called to this support. Page 10.
Balinda Gaye Wan Sarvan Bengan Balinda Gaye Wan Sarvan Bengan Balinda Gaye Hong Oi Nye Nan Zhe Dong Gen Jong Bo Gan Dharma de la ra ra ne se de nie me ye xie lai ngai jue ge ngai zam jie jiang ge ran xie lun jie zhuo.
Home. All you dualistic and confused appearances, you spirits, obstructors, and elementals, take this torma and go to your abodes. Within the Dharmakaya state, where primordial awareness, the deity, and mantra are non-dual, the mandala of boundaries is formed spontaneously and naturally.
Hong hong ba za ra ja drum. Le ne roi do re do sa wen ro go de da nie ye dan sa wa ye ja zhe re nga ya yom jo.
Inscribed on the 6 places of your body, passed on child, are the 6 seeds of the 6 classes. Arising as the Yidam, my fingers are the Buddhas of the 5 families and their consorts.
Bazar ben dai ban de da nan jia jian zai ne ye xie wu zhen zhuo wa ye re zhuo sa wu se bai jiu.
Light rays of primordial wisdom stream from their points of union, burning away the seeds of the 6 classes.
Wan sarva da da ga da ade chana ade che de sarva bam avarana bame guru so wan da re so wa wan da sarva nara ganga Eda Om Be Om Dare So Wa Om Bazai Sarva Birda Ganga De Da Om Be Om Dare So Wa Om Mada Sarva Triya Ganga De Da Om Be Om Dare So Va Om Zenda Sarva Nengar De Da Om Be Om Dare So Va Om Deda Sarva Asaranga De Da Om Be Om Dare So Va Om Brda Sarva Asaranga De Da Om Be. Oi ja da don boy zan je ne La nan je ne zhe sor de, la ye je ne dai ba ye, de jen da ge zhe so lo.
Instantly at Buddha's birth, the gods offer him ablution. Just so, I offer you ablution with the pure waters of the gods.
Wan sarva ta ta ga da abe she ga samaya ye ya hong ya re go son ton cho lai ya ma zhe ma me nga ya da zo go son zhe jiang xie za me cha jie ge zhe so.
Even though the Buddha's sublime body, speech, and mind are unstained by the afflictions, to purify the three doors, veils of self and others, I make this bathing offering with the purest water.
Wan sarva ta ta ga da abe she ga samaya ye ya hong de da ge lan zong ba me be ge za la zhe rai ge be ge she o.
I dry their bodies with exquisite cloth, pure and sweetly fragrant.
Wan sarva ta ta ga da ga yam be sho da ne so va hong zha xie ben be ya ye nan de jia re lai zuo xiu jian ne xian zhou ran xian de nian zhou zhe ma nan bai jia.
Home, the host of victorious deities, abides within the vast palace of this blessed vase. Nature of the six perfections, its water cleanses the stains of the six afflictions.
Wan da re de re so va wan sarva da da ga da abe she ga samaya ye ya hong yon de jian zuo ba me be den zhe nga de zhe jie jia ye xie jie de jian ge nan xie be mo de zhe be me de ga bo zhe me dar da ba ma zhe ga ya me chen de le nga ye san jie ba jia zhe ba da jie jie.
Home, ablution water endowed with samadhi and mantra, a vast ocean of good qualities. Bathe your lotus mind in the moon mandala reflected in the water of primordial wisdom. Thus purified, may you, child past, become pristine like a white pearl with no stain left to cleanse. All habits and obscurations of your body, speech, and mind become pure.
Wan da re so va wan Arya da re samaya ma ne ba la ya Arya da re de no ba de zhang zhe zhe men ba wa so de ga yo me ba wa so be jia yo me ba wa anara do me ba wa sarva se de men ba ya za sarva karma se za me zi dan xie ya ge ra hong ha ha ho bhagavate Arya da re ma me me Arya da re ba wa ma samaya sa do wa wan sarva da da ga da abe she ga samaya ye ya wo nya mo de len zhen de le nya me go yo de le she nian zhe da de le bai gong jiao san jie de le zhuo.
May there be auspiciousness by day, auspiciousness at night, and auspiciousness at midday too, auspiciousness forever, day and night. Through the three jewels, may auspiciousness prevail.
Hong yuan jie zhen de re jie be Lamas de bai jie Gada geben der Jolai, Jenga Zambon de la de Jedan Leje, Yarvegan, Dozar Melon da Verda, Serna Yeda Jedenga, Nyan Ye, Manda da Demo Dundra Yagane, Jaya Ye Shiva Sarva, Duja Me Ye Nerego, Zozar Dobe Ye Shenye, Chado Lam, Yornane, Java Jebe Ye Sheza, Gansuan La Ye Nena Ne, Donza Ye Shengan De Doi Mada Red, Jedengan, Baba Ye Xie Zhou Ge Ne, Jian De Zhen Yao Dong Ba Lai, Da Da Ma Da Me Ya Me, Dong Sa Lun, Jian Ge De, Re Ba Nian Bo Ju Zhou Ye.
Page 18. Home. Listen, deceased child of noble family, have faith in the Guru and the deity, and come here with joy and respect to gaze upon this sublime mandala. The denizens of hells arise out of aggression. See them as a mirror, clear and empty. Avarice, the world of hungry ghosts, realize it as the state of sameness wisdom. Ignorance, the world of animals, is the luminosity of Dharmadhatu wisdom. Attachment, the domains of humans, is the self-nature of discriminating wisdom. Jealousy, the realms of demigods, is the creative energy of spontaneously accomplishing wisdom. Realize the three planes of the gods' abodes within the state of clear and empty wisdom. The impure six samsaric states are the abodes of the six pure wisdoms. Within the single empty nature of the mind itself, even the concepts of pure or impure do not exist. Enter the heart of awareness, the mandala of spontaneous empty clarity.
Gonjo Sunje Zawa De Lama Nala Janza Lo Gombo Doje Denba Tan Jen Jen Bai Dun Bai Bo Zoi Na Yun De Jan Zui Ye De Ye Ye Janza Lo Da Ban Do Cha Cha Ve Je Nghe so le zhe xin, jie de do dan jiu jie bai, jie la, xiang za lo zhe ne zhe ve la yan dan, la ba da la ra de gu, xian ge da ba yuan de ye gen de la ya. 将在来家面前让没有确结个，在家乱就做个人要做，推荐单给家接入不来，接着这个来将在来家下把单接来，沿着跟接着年节。 le de ba ya nan gun de jo de be chan za lo.
Page 22. Embodiments of all the Buddhas, the very essence of Vajra holders, and the root of the three jewels, homage to all Gurus. Compassionate protectors, omniscient guides, ocean of merit and good qualities, homage to the Buddhas. To the pure cause that liberates from lower rebirth, virtuous action devoid of attachment, the supreme and singular ultimate truth, homage to the Dharma that is peace. Liberated yourself, you show the path to liberation, well-founded in the pure trainings and a sacred field of noble qualities, homage to the Sangha too. Homage to the unwavering Dharmakaya, the wisdom mind beyond expression, the great bliss Sambhogakaya, the 5 Buddhas and their families, and the Nirmanakaya of peace and wrath, the deities, the myriad expressions of compassion's skillful means. With bodies as numerous as dust motes in all universes, I will always pay homage with great devotion to all those worthy of respect. You oceans of refuge, please liberate countless sentient beings and myself from the fear of evil states, and please guide us to the state of liberation. In an instant, you departed ones transform into the pure deity. Home. In this vase, this precious and vast palace, is the divine assembly of the three roots. Its water transforms to wisdom nectar, to empty samsara from its very depths. Child now past, empowerment is given to you. May the obscurations of your body, speech, and mind be purified, and may you obtain empowerment of enlightened body, speech, and mind.
Om Arya Dare Samaya Manabalaya Arya Dare Denoba Dejandra Membawa Sodagayo Membawa Sobejayo Membawa Anarado Membawa Sarva Sede Membraya Sarva Karma Sazame Siddha Jaya Guru Hum Ha 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 Hoi Bangavate Ayada Mame Menza Ayada Reba Mahasamaya Sadhu Va Gaya Vakazada Sarva Abhigenza Rayam Gai Om Avon Om Avon Om Avon Namasarva Tata Engat Bai Shome Shome Gebe Savadaka Ongate Savaran Emanganga Nakam Sovai Namasarva Tata Engat Bai Shome Shome Gebe Savadaka Ongate Savar Emanganga Nakam Sovai Namasarva Tata Engat Bai Shome Shome Gebe Savadaka Ongate Savaran Emanganga Nakam Sovai Hong Zende Le Jere Jebe Junyon Shan Duan Ya Lai Jia Wen Yin Den Dai Ma Lai Lin Zhen Den Be Zhuo Nan Dai Yuan Den Zhe Be Le Wai Gan Me Jian Zi Wei Zhen Jia Lan Jia Na Zuo San Dui Jie Da Dan Den Be Lo Bun Jie Lun Ju De Jian Zhe Jie Nor Zi Dai Run Ju Jie Da Den Be Sa Wai Dai Na Zu Zhen Bai Jie Be Jia Wai Dan Yo Mo Dong Wa Se Wei Dong Wai Shan Den Zeng A Dan Jia Jie Xian Lan De Zhen De Rei Jie Be Lai Nge Ba Ye Zhe Ge Dong A Ma Lu Gun Xian Nen 愿解塞大功德就为修，都有来就得达巴密达所扎之罗，日下拉所在我所觉相也解来之内。本在我当家接下来的，真的日节不来我把也，错着先把让事做就见。
Page 27. Home. Listen, child of noble family who has passed and changed. We, your dear family, reach out for you with love. Friends with shared aspirations and karma have no chance to be together long. Yet with loving mind we have gathered various enjoyments, and the Master, who is endowed with compassionate means, has arranged enjoyments, great treasure troves of wealth, delicious food, rich in nutrition, satisfying tastes of various kinds, and drinks dispelling the pain of the afflictions. Consecrating them with mudras, mantra, and samadhi, these are dedicated to you, the deceased child of noble family. May they pacify all suffering of hunger and thirst without exception and turn into an inexhaustible supply of food and drink. Having arranged myriad desirable offerings of form, sound, smell, taste, touch, and the like, actually prepared and mentally created, consecrated with mudras, mantra, and samadhi, I dedicate them to you, passed on child of noble family. May the clinging to the six sensations be freed in its natural place. Om Ah Hom. All beings of the 5 or 6 classes who take birth in 4 ways, the special guests of my compassion, and in particular the 2 classes of impoverished hungry ghosts, all those who have left behind their physical supports yesterday, this morning, or some years, months, days, or hours ago, who have not yet found their future bodies, who are without refuge or shelter, protection, or helping friends on their dreadful journey through the bardo of becoming, who have no support of past collections and little virtue to call upon, whose aggregates combine 4 names of which sensation is by nature suffering, who are tormented by confused perceptions and bewilderment and anguish by cold, hunger, and thirst, whose lifespan is uncertain, who are like a feather blown around by wind, and who have no control over where to go. We dedicate these offerings especially to these bardo beings, as well as all the other beings dwelling in the bardo. May you be at ease, having met with perfect dwelling places, companions, enjoyments, food, and drink. In such a state may you behold noble Avalokiteshvara and the Bodhisattva, eliminator of obscurations. May you recognize the bardo as such and seal confused appearances. Remembering the Guru, the 3 jewels, the Yidam, and the view, may the obscurations of all misdeeds be instantly purified. Thus may you attain mastery of awareness and pass with sudden force to the special pure lands, such as Dewa Chen or Lotus Light.
Karve nere garje jan, dongar sanje ranje ye, te lai ma jen bar, jan chon jo de sen jene, jenye den bar je, lang ranje me ba de, jama da, ngan de doi, wa sa nyan ba ye je le, Be mo ge be jen de son, na wan da ye ye nga ye me ngon ba, jan jo jo nan xie a ye nan ba ne, o ba me be do ga de.
Page 34. Home. Listen, passed on child of noble family, wherever in cyclic existence you are born, its nature is suffering of three kinds. Unattached and without craving, give rise to the supreme mind of awakening, and remember the truth, the Dharmata. Within the illusory state, realize that the five paths are without self-nature. May your subtle mental body, the luminous essence, go to the field called Lotus Array, and attain actual awakening indivisibly from the wisdom state of infinite illumination. The consciousness in the form of Ah dissolves into the heart of Amitabha. Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, protector Amitabha, I pay homage, make offerings, and take refuge. Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, protector Amitabha, I pay homage, make offerings, and take refuge. Free in the pure land of great bliss is the infinite illumination, the embodiment of compassion. I supplicate you with intense and heartfelt yearning. This body is a city of illusion, a fleeting water bubble, a filthy house of karma, afflictions, and confusion, in which is the disciple's luminous mind itself, the Dharmakaya. May it transfer into the presence of the Buddha Amitabha. By the force of the noble and supreme conqueror's compassionate blessings and our faith, our mind streams blend non-dually in a mere instant. Grant blessings to take birth in Dewa Chen. Ah. From the hearts of the mandala deities, light rays of wisdom shine forth and purify all samsaric phenomenon, the aggregates, elements, and sense spaces of the deceased into the expanse of non-referential primordial purity.
Then Raja Yeshi me dan zen me to ba se don la se ja se je gan ja ze me ba ye san je me me len zhe jue jue ge ran zhuang ye xie de na ngo.
Home. In the hearth of Dharma Dhatu, the fire of wisdom awareness is lit upon the wood pile of self-grasping, burning away the afflictions and the habitual tendencies of the one past. The fire that is without aspiration for arising or cessation, without abiding and without characteristics, this self-born wisdom fire has burned away the conceptual imagination of believing in a self. In truth, all objects to be burnt and those who burn them are primordially and effortlessly awakened. The self-born wisdom, the natural spontaneous Dharmakaya, appears here.
Arya dare samaya manabalaya Arya dare tenaba de jandar do membawa sudgaya membawa subechaya membawa Anara do mebawa sarva sede membraya za sarva karma sezame zidan shaya kuro ha 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 hoi bangavate ayat mame menza ayat are bava mahazamai sadhu.
Now we'll return to the Arya Tara Sadhana on page 38 for the 7 verses of supplication to Tara for protection. Noble Goddess, Mother Tara, you dwell within the realm of the unborn Dharmadhatu Mother, you who bestow happiness on all sentient beings, please protect us from all fears. Unaware that they themselves are Dharmakaya, my mothers wander in samsara with minds controlled by afflictions. Mother Goddess, please protect us. If the Dharma does not truly take birth in our hearts, we will follow verbal conventions and become deceived by erroneous philosophies. Genuine Mother Goddess, please protect us. Having seen the nature of mind so difficult to realize, we do not habituate it but remain lost in negative activities. Mindful Mother Goddess, please protect us. Due to the habit of dualistic grasping at the mind that is self-arisen, non-dual wisdom, we are bound no matter what we do. Goddess of non-dual mind, please protect us. Although we have dwelt in the ultimate truth, we are unaware of the interdependence of cause and effect. Thus we are blind to the meaning of what is to be known. Omniscient Mother Goddess, please protect us. Even those of us who are disciples cannot see that everything is inseparable from the nature of unelaborated space. Mother, perfect awakening, please protect us.
Arya dare sabare vara argam badam bam de bam alogam gande nevedem shabda pade zaizo. La me je ben je cha je be mo la de pom ba gun le zhuan ze mai ro ma yang la jiang zai de. Arya dare samaya manabalaya Arya dare denoba dejandra jo membawa Sudugaya membawa Subhajaya membawa Anarato membawa Sarva siddha membraya Sarva karma sasame Siddhan shirya guru hong ha 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 hoi bhangavate ayatare mame ayatare bhava ma samay sadhu vai om ayatare samaya manupalaya ayatare tenoba tejandra jo membhava sodagayo membhava sobhajayo membhava anarato membhava Sarva siddha membraya sarva karma sasame Siddhan shirya guru hong ha 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 hoi bhangavate ayatare mame ayatare bhava ma samaya sadhu vai om ayatare samaya manupalaya ayatare tenoba tejandra jo membhava sodagayo membhava Subhajaya membhava anarato membhava sarva siddha membraya sarva karma sasame siddhan shirya guru hong ha 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 hoi bhangavate ayatare mame ayatare bhava ma samay sadhu vai ma yo so ma dan Da loi mon be wan ge ne non bai gan jie sun zi lai ge zhe dam zuo wa re wang de ne dian da lin jie de guo wai se de yue ne jia ne mi zi da wan xiu zui juan na le ba zi de su
Page 45.
Oi, yan ze ze mo wan jer dar, la me ju ben ge zhe der, la ma la ye zha xie xiu. Ge nian zhen jiu ba ye, ge wen zhuo nier jiu zhe xiu.
Exalted, transcendent Lady of Triumph, compassionate one, please remove the two veils of endless sentient beings and myself. Let us complete the two accumulations swiftly to reach complete awakening. Until that is achieved in all lifetimes, please remove and pacify at once all obstacles, evil forces, epidemics, and diseases, the various conditions leading to untimely death, bad dreams, ill omens, the 8 fears, and all harm, so that I may experience the highest joys of gods and humans and obtain omniscience. Expanding and increasing the auspiciousness and perfect goodness of this world and beyond, let all goals without exception be effortlessly and spontaneously accomplished effortlessly and spontaneously. May I be diligent in practice, and may the sacred Dharma thrive. Let me gaze at your exquisite face as I continuously practice you. Let me realize the truth of emptiness, and let precious bodhicitta blossom and expand like a waxing moon. When I am born from a divinely beautiful and sacred lotus in the victorious one's excellent and joyful mandala, may Amitabha, the Buddha of infinite light, directly reveal his prophecy, and may I strive to attain it. O Goddess, whom I have practiced throughout all my lives, Mother of enlightened deeds of the 3-time Buddhas, blue-green with 1 face and 2 arms, you are the swift subduer. May the auspiciousness of the Mother holding an upala be present. Mother of the victors, Tara, may I and others become just like you in form, retinue, lifespan, pure realm, and excellent noble signs of perfection. By the force of praising and supplicating you, let disease, malevolent spirits, poverty, and quarreling be ceased, and let the Dharma and auspiciousness increase throughout the world and in all directions wherever I and others dwell. Having discarded physical flaws, you possess the major and minor marks of a Buddha. Having discarded faults of speech, your voice is the melodic birdsong of a Kalavinka. Having discarded faults of the mind, you see all knowable things. O brilliant Mother of auspicious glory, may your auspiciousness be with us. Om. Homage to she who protects from the 8 fears. Homage to she who blazes in auspicious glory. Homage to she who blocks the gate to the lower realms. Homage to she who guides on the path to the higher realms. You are my constant companion. I pray you will eternally protect me with compassion. O Mother of the 3-time Buddhas, who loves all sentient beings as a mother loves her child, may I become free from the iron shackles of self-grasping, and may my activities that benefit beings equal yours. Now we'll go to the Rainfall of Benefit and Happiness text on page 63 for Zambala, Summoning Good Fortune.
Deathless life. Even these names are gone, lotus moon, blessings, sky-faring rainbow body. In manifest joy land of perfect peace, even names for confused they don't exist. Vajrasattva grandly sees mirror like wisdom seed in glory and downland of perfect splendor even names for confused by don't exist. Ragnasambhava bestow equanimity get happiness even names for confused desire. Gonna meet a bliss and grant discerning wisdom seed in fulfilled activity. Land of perfect Buddha deeds, there's no words for jealousy. I'm no Cassidy, stole accomplished wisdom in the Yomi Dharma sphere. Endowed with 5 perfections, ignorance does not exist. Vairocana Grand Dharma, Sanjo wisdom seed, grant vital essences of the 5 great mothers and long life. Eliminated Judya, now Tokyo was Dakinis, grant peace, emptiness, mastery, fortune of Gopama, Dragon of phenomena, where all lineage drums dwell. Grant awakening in one life, fortune of Mahamudra, in the sphere of self-display. dwelling dance of peace and wrath, God supreme and common, power city fulfilling all names. In 24 sacred sites gathered in fixed guidances, grant ripening liberating powers, fortune of secret trying Dhammakas expands, dwell their lineage lords and kin. Grant enlightened arts increase to stages manta deity, in all taming to sphere. Dwell Mahakala in court, grants adjugate CD, fortune of enlightenments. Hushi in Vaishnavana's abode dwells ever God's Ambala, who was Kali for all beings. Master of life, Mary, wealth, good and fortune with your court. Don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionately, bring all your life fortune, bring you fortune of cattle, fortune of peace horses, and wealth of mercantile livestock, and fortune of fertile sheep, and of herd animals, fortune of goods and spotless cattle, wealth of mercantile cows, bulls, used to carry heavy loads. All these good fortune bring, fortune of fine lovely silk, highly priced gold and silver, filters all in their seeds, grains, precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of every kind, bring the nearest goods fortune, Lamas fortune from above. God's good spirits wealth me, dwelling knuckles wishing gem below. 3 words, God's and humans wealth, bring them here as good fortune, the purpose body fortune, Zambulings or Dharma. Balance fortunate, wealth, drumming and longevity, beings life, strength and merit. All for hands are there, fortune, Indian kings, religious might, Chinese kings are reaching force, Persian kings, fortune and wealth, the army of King Esar, the courage of Bukhaor, as good fortune bring them, fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable grounds, perfect wealth, food and clothing, radiant splendor, riches, strength, armor, weapons, miracle powers, Mamsu Apollo scriptures, fortune of brave and strong boys, beautiful and virtuous girls, pure offspring, please all of these, bring the nearest good fortune, like sun and moon's eastern rise, eastern long life fortune, come like the swinging southern clouds, southern long life fortune, come like enshrouding mist, western long life fortune, please come here, like a river flows northern, long life fortune, please come here, like it falling from above, upper long life fortune, come like these rains ripening, low, long life fortune, come, fortune of melodious praise, come like turquoise dragons, grow, fortune of fat students, line, come like dazzling star garlands, Om Shri Eastern Vajradaki, Nibiru's fortune pacified, this is demons hindrances, Southern Jewel Daki, Nibri resources, food and wealth, expand life, merit reaches, Western Lotus Daki, Nisaman Patute Mortis, Samsara Nirvana. Northern Action Daki, Ni the lighted, as annihilating cleanse evil. Was glad with your ready, you bring me all the world's fortune, bring auspicious objects here, bring fortunate objects, here always remain at this place, and make this fortune steadfast. Potentize life substance, says, and at this place protect wealth, brings remain from unchanging. Grant eternal life, seed, grant endless treasure, seed, grant wealth and merit, seed. Grant to thee these, let them be accomplished spontaneously. Savasudi alalahu.
Om Ahom, three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods. Please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of long life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the Dakinis of Uddiyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is obtained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Sambala Yabyum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomenon of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the Great Middle Way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I attain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Om Hri, the Guru, who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky, or water pouring into water, without reference point into the all-pervasive open space of Ah. In a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomenon, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Seal with steadfastness. Smile, seal, seal, seal. Om Hri, by this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last, may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field great bliss and reach the ground of no return. Page 98 for World Peace Prayer. To the unfailing sources of refuge, the three jewels and three roots, and especially Chenrezig, the protector of the land of snows, to noble Tara and Guru Padmasambhava, I pray, please remember your sacred pledge of former times. Please grant blessings that this aspiration be entirely fulfilled. In this dark age of decline, the thoughts and actions of beings are corrupted, and the balance of the outer and inner elements is lost. Through these causes and conditions, humans and animals alike are seized by epidemics and diseases unknown in the past. They are struck by planetary demons, nagas, evil spirits, dark forces, and elemental spirits. Crops are damaged by blight, frost, and hail, and there is fighting and dispute. Untimely rains, heat waves, and droughts in the world, fear of earthquakes, fire, adversaries, and natural catastrophes, and in particular, evil hordes that hurt the teachings and so forth, cause harm and violence throughout the world. May these be swiftly pacified and vanquished from their very roots in the minds of all beings, human and non-human. May precious and supreme bodhicitta arise naturally, and free of harmful thoughts and actions. May the minds of all be filled with love for one another. May the entire world enjoy abundant happiness and wealth. May the Buddha's teachings spread far and endure long by the truthful power of the three roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by whatever virtuous roots there are in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our highest pure intention. May this aspiration be fulfilled. In the blue prayer book, we'll do the dedication prayer on page 52, the King of Noble Prayers, aspiring to the deeds of the excellent. Homage to the ever-youthful Manjushri. With purities of body, speech, and mind, I bow to all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future, without exception, in every world, in all the 10 directions. By the power of this aspiration of Samantabhadra, I bow with as many bodies as there are atoms in the world to all those victorious Buddhas manifest in my mind. I pay homage to all of them. I conceive the entire realm of truth to be completely filled with enlightened ones. On each atom, I imagine there to be as many Buddhas as atoms in the world, each Buddha surrounded by many bodhisattvas. I honor all these blissful lords, praising the perfections with all the sounds of various melodies, an ocean of endless praise. I offer to those heroic Buddhas the finest flowers, garlands, music, and ointments, excellent canopies, choice lamps, and the best incense. I offer as well to those victorious ones the finest array of all excellent things, the finest robes and fragrances, and heaps of sweet-smelling powders as high as Mount Meru. By the power of my faith in the deeds of Samantabhadra, I prostrate and present vast and unequaled offerings to each of the victorious Buddhas. I confess every type of wrong that I have done in thought, word, or deed while influenced by desire, anger, and ignorance. I rejoice in the meritorious deeds of all the Buddhas, as well as those performed by the Bodhisattvas, Prakya Buddhas, Arhats, and those who are in the path of training, those who need no more training, and by all sentient beings in the 10 directions. I entreat the enlightened protectors who have attained the detachment of Buddhahood and illuminate the worlds of the 10 directions to turn the peerless wheel of Dharma. With folded hands, I beseech those who intend to manifest the final nirvana to remain for as many eons as there are atoms in all the worlds for the benefit and happiness of all living beings. May whatever small amount of virtue I may have gained from prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, and beseeching be dedicated to attainment of perfect enlightenment. May I worship the Buddhas of the past and those now present in the worlds of the 10 directions. May those to come quickly fulfill their aspiration and reach Buddhahood by traversing the stages of enlightenment swiftly. May all the worlds of the 10 directions become extensively and completely pure. May it be filled with bodhisattvas and victorious Buddhas who proceed to the royal tree of enlightenment. May all living beings in the 10 directions always be happy and free of sickness. May they be endowed with favorable circumstances for achieving dharmic goals, and may their wishes be accomplished. May I remember my lives in all states of existence while in the training for enlightenment, and in all my successive births and deaths may I always embrace religious life. May I follow all the victorious Buddhas and perfect all the deeds of Samantabhadra, pure in morality without defect. May my conduct always be flawless. May I teach the Dharma in every tongue, in whatever sounds are understood by living beings, in the languages of the gods, nagas, demons, spirits, and human beings. May I steadfastly apply myself to the 6 perfections. May I never disregard my intention to attain enlightenment, and completely remove whatever faults may obscure my path. May I be free from karma, emotional afflictions, and the influence of demons, like the lotus unsoiled by the mire, or like the sun and moon in a clear sky, so that I may proceed unhindered. Throughout all the lands and all the directions, may I relieve the sufferings of the lower realms. May I be able to bring happiness to and provide benefit for all living beings. Fully accomplishing the activities of enlightenment, may I work in harmony with the needs of all beings. May I practice and demonstrate the deeds of Samantabhadra through all future eons. May I always associate with those whose activities are similar to mine. May we act alike in thought, word, and deed, and may our aspirations be as one. May I always associate with spiritual friends who wish to help me and teach the deeds of Samantabhadra. May I never cause them pain or disappointment. May I always personally behold the victorious Buddhas, those guardians surrounded by bodhisattvas. Without tiring in all future eons, may I always present them magnificent offerings. May I always uphold the Buddha's holy Dharma and illuminate the deeds of enlightenment. May I train in the practice of Samantabhadra in all future eons. Through rebirth and all the states of existence, may I gather an endless store of merit and wisdom. May I become an inexhaustible treasure of all virtues of method, wisdom, concentration, and liberation. May I always behold as many pure lands as there are atoms present in each world, with inconceivable Buddhas sitting in the midst of their bodhisattvas and performing the activities of enlightenment. In this way, may I be able to see everywhere, even on every mote of dust, countless Buddhas of past, present, and future, limitless pure lands, and endless eons. May I always heed the pure speech of the victorious Buddhas, which holds within each word the totality of the perfect Dharma, and an ocean of languages precisely suited to the needs of each being. May I possess the perfect intelligence to heed the endless melody of speech when the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and future turn the wheels of Dharma. May I accomplish the Bodhisattva's practice of entering the past, present, and future in a fraction of a second. May I know in a single instant all that is encompassed in the duration of the 3 times. May I behold all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future in a single instant. May I always perform their activities through the power of liberation from illusion. May I perceive upon a single atom the perfect design of the pure realms of the past, present, and future. Thus may I enter into the realms of the victorious Buddhas in all directions. When the illuminators of the worlds of the future realize the stages of Buddhahood, turn the wheel, and enter the profound peace of nirvana, may I always be in their presence. May I accomplish the perfect powers of enlightenment, the power of miraculous swiftness, the power of perfection of every spiritual path, the power of all virtuous qualities, the power of all pervasive loving kindness, the power of the merit of every virtue, the power of all transcendent wisdom, and the powers of perfect knowledge, method, and meditation. May the forces of karma be utterly purified, the power of passions utterly subdued, the power of demons utterly destroyed, and the power of the deeds of Samantabhadra perfected. May I tirelessly perform the enlightened activities for an ocean of eons, purifying an ocean of lands, liberating an ocean of beings, realizing an ocean of dharma, attaining an ocean of wisdom, perfecting an ocean of practice, accomplishing an ocean of aspirations, ceaselessly serving an ocean of Buddhas. May I completely fulfill all perfect aspirations to the enlightened activities of the victorious Buddhas of the three times by attaining enlightenment according to the deeds of Samantabhadra. The eldest son of the victorious Buddhas is called Samantabhadra. I dedicate all these virtuous actions that my deeds may be like his. May my body, speech, mind, deeds, and environment always be pure. May I become equal to Samantabhadra in these excellent aspirations. May there be no limit to my activities. May there be no limit to my virtues. Through limitless perseverance, may I accomplish all miraculous deeds. The limit of living beings is like the limit of open space. May the limit of my aspirations be equal to the limit of their activities and passions. Whoever offers to the victorious Buddhas all the perfect joys of gods and men, and the infinite realms of 10 directions adorned with jewels for as many eons as there are atoms in those realms shall gain great merit. But whoever hears this greatest dedication prayer and is inspired by faith to intensely desire supreme enlightenment shall gain even higher and holier merit. Whoever recites the aspiration of Samantabhadra will never again endure hellish rebirth, will abandon all evil friends, and will soon behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light. They will gain all benefits, live in happiness, attain precious human rebirth, and soon become like Samantabhadra himself. Even those who in ignorance committed the 5 unredeemable sins will soon be completely purified by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra. They will achieve perfect wisdom, a radiant countenance, beautiful form, auspicious physical marks, and a noble birth. Profane and devilish being will not trouble them, and they will be honored in the 3 realms. They will quickly reach the tree of enlightenment and reside there to benefit all beings. As enlightened Buddhas, they will turn the wheel of Dharma, taming the demonic hosts. Whoever preserves, teaches, or recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra shall ultimately attain perfect Buddhahood. May none despair of complete enlightenment. In whatever way valiant Manjushri and Samantabhadra know how to transfer merit, so do I dedicate all my own virtues that I may train to be like them. Since dedication is praised as supreme by the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times, I dedicate all these roots of virtue to accomplishing the deeds of Samantabhadra. At the moment of my death, may all my obscurations be removed, that I may behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light, and go to Sukhavati, the pure land of pure perfect bliss. In that blissful land, may I completely fulfill all of these aspirations and benefit all beings as long as the universe remains. Joyful there in that blessed assembly of the Buddha, may I be reborn like the holy ones from an exquisite lotus, and may the Buddha Amitabha himself foretell my own enlightenment. May I thereafter emanate endlessly through the power of perfect wisdom to accomplish countless benefits for living beings in all the 10 directions. Through whatever small virtues I have gathered by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra, may all the virtuous aspirations of living beings be accomplished in a single moment. Through the boundless merit gained by dedicating these aspirations of Samantabhadra, may the countless beings drowning in the torrent of suffering reach the stage of Amitabha. May this greatest of dedication prayers benefit countless living beings. May reciting this ornament of Samantabhadra release all beings from the suffering of the lower realms. We'll go finish with the Long Life Prayers in the Yellow Prayer Book on page 20. For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Shenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigumpa, great sovereign of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Arya Deva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa, the heart son of Jigding Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 26. May the teaching of the great Drigumpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all noble things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva, Chenrezig. Thank you everyone for joining on the live stream and here, and be sure to come this afternoon for Khenpo Tenzin's meditation on mindfulness and Dharma discussion series. Everyone be well, take care.